All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. All day. Get 300. Get 300.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Rodgers, and that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers now to throw again. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. On
2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run here with Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Ryan. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 21 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Let's go.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That's mine. Yeah.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ryan. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Ryan. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
That's fine. Yeah.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
That's fine now.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. On a rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's out right at the 25. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ryan will throw again. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tuesday.
get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Hey, 626. Hey, where y'all going? Zoom.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
One thing you're hoping for when you run.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We are going. Zoom.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
3rd and long, it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23, and running with power here. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, Lance?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key for Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
58! Over here. Jump out! That's fine, yeah. Hey, where are you going?
He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check 26! Jump out!
Back to throw. And Adams has it complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 30 yards there.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Takk McKinley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Loco, over here.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep, and that's caught inside the 30. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rodgers to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.